You guys ready?
What's the plan, Bobby?
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always winged it.
We're gonna get killed. What you mean, we, white boy? You ready? Here we go.
What's good, y'all? Welcome into the OG NBA betting show. Got all my guys here. I enjoyed the games last night. We got another couple of games here tonight to talk about, make some money with. But I'll go around the horn before we do. And gotta ask my guy Dutchy, how you feeling down there, man?
The NBA is a hell of a drug. And you're looking at the plug. Yeah, man. And it's good to be back with y'all. You know, have some play-in games. I said actually missed something. You know, and we got to touch on it. Shout out to my guy, Bobano. Best bet winner again with the Magic. Your boy was a little scary. Took a money line, you know, with the Warriors. It came out, you know, I thought they put them away early. I really did. The motherfuckers hung around, though. They hung around. And as I said, y'all motherfuckers be holding your breath. And they got there. The Grizzlies covered. So shout out to everyone who took the Grizzlies. But you know damn well that shit stressed the motherfuckers out. Y'all stressed the fuck out. And it definitely wasn't because Ja motherfucker. I can't even call this motherfucker Ja Witt no more. He ain't that lit, boy. I mean, 20. What he had? 22, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. The motherfucker had 5 turnovers. Don't tell me Steph had more assists than you. Don't tell me Butler had more assists than you. Don't tell me Draymond tripled your motherfucking assists. God damn it. Ja Morant ain't it. And I hope y'all motherfuckers are going to take note and start listening. This motherfucker is not it. It's not Rucker Park. And the Warriors, and I'm excited for the Warriors and the Rockets. But I had to get that off my chest because, I mean, 22, 3 with 5 turnovers. Get the fuck out of here. That's the furthest thing from elite. But shout out to my guy Wham Bam with the bang because he looked like the best player on the Memphis Grizzlies. I might even take Triple J over that motherfucking job. Get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. He said he gonna take Triple J. Like that's a cold follow-up.
He plays both ways.
Yeah, you might be right.
That was not a big time performance by Ja Morant though last night. I think we can all agree on that.
I look at this situation with that Ja's in is more like how Allen Iverson had to make that transition where they didn't give him as many calls. They was going in there. He could get in there. He's not getting his calls. He has a certain style.
You done made Dutch log off, man.
I swear, I'm here, but I'm not. I don't want to be John Morant, Allen Iverson. Get the
I'm not saying. I'm
back
comparing
when
the two as far as the rules. It looked like they tried to go against, bro. It looked like they tried to. He ain't getting no calls. He ain't getting no calls. But hey, neither here nor there. That was yesterday. We said the best bet was Bane. He did what he had to do.
Yes,
cash. That's what it was. Shout out to that. And yeah, man, it's a new day. It's a feel good day. We feeling good. Like I said, Babano, man, it's fire right now. Don't play around with it, man. Babano's right now going crazy. And hey, man, look, hey, Casey, look, you can say whatever you want to say. I know you like Dutch. Dutch is your favorite person now. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Dutch, you take to control. Look. She wants you to take control. You muted.
Under that hat, Wham Bam. Don't you got the? And you gonna do that to our guy?
All right, but look, hey, it's all good. I'm feeling good though. It's a good time right now. I got some big narratives for the playoffs. I can't wait to talk about it. Let's get to it.
Babano.
Yeah, it was a great night. You know, the basketball was solid. Memphis and Golden State was good. The only thing I got wrong was Memphis in the first half and the first quarter. It was not the start. The Golden State actually had a good start, and it was the second half where Memphis made their run. So we kind of got the script flipped a little bit or reversed. We thought Memphis would start strong, Golden State would finish strong, but it was kind of the reverse where Golden State started out really well, and they had to hang on at the end when Memphis made their run. But just some dumb mistakes, bad shot selection, turnovers at the end by Memphis because they got themselves right there, but they end up falling short. The good news is, man, did I ever pick the right way of betting that game. I said team total over on Golden State. I don't trust them laying the 7, and it paid off for me that I went with the team total over 117.5 instead. We had that. We had the Magic and the Warriors money line parlay, and we had the best bet with Orlando minus the 5. Shout out to Cole Anthony, man. What a second half. And look, Atlanta made a run and got that down to single digits. But Cole Anthony, man, had a big time second half for Orlando. They got balanced contributions from everybody. Paolo was solid. And then Orlando pulled away once Atlanta started to make things a little bit interesting. So Orlando was great, though. Their defense was just outstanding when it needed to be. And like I said, I hope they enjoyed their victory last night, though, because they've got the Boston Celtics in the first round. And to say that's an uphill battle for them is an understatement.
Yeah, that first game spread is 14, but we'll talk about that when we get there. First game up, we'll go Heat and Bulls. Opened up Bulls -1. They're now a 2-point favorite. Total went from 224.5 to, I mean, looks like 220 is a consensus everywhere. You have Giddy and Terry probable. There will be no Alonzo or Trey Jones. Man, I'm gonna go right back to you, Babano, on this one. We've seen these teams play a few times this year. One of them recently in a meaningful game, and the Bulls just continue to beat the Heat. So it's not surprising to see them as favorites, but I don't know. When I think of the teams, I think the Heat are better. I want to try to get there with the Heat. I really do. I don't trust the Bulls to play defense. Heat or an over. Can you get there with either, or can you talk me off, Babano? What do you think?
So Miami is a weird team. Miami has had some games where they've played well early, and I don't know what's happened at halftime. And we always think of Eric Spoelstra as this, great halftime coach. And maybe it's not so much him; it's more so the players not executing. But they've had some brutal collapses. Like we're all of a sudden Miami in the second half looks like a totally different fucking basketball team. It's like where the hell did that great first half go? And they end up, getting blown out in the second half and they lose. That happened in one of the Chicago games. They started strong and Chicago ended up having a big second half and they came back and they won it. Chicago was matched up well with Miami. There's no question about that. They've had their number a little bit here this season. But I look at this matchup here. You're getting the Heat, a small dog here. It's one of these deals where I still think the value of having a coach like Spoelstra matters here in this game. They're got to worry about Josh Giddey too, and I'll get to that with props. Josh Giddey's been just outstanding here down the stretch for the Chicago Bulls. He's been playing great, and they've obviously had their troubles with him. And the problem is, for Miami, they don't play defense consistently. You can't get Duncan to be defensively consistent. You can't get Hero to be defensively consistent. Bam's going to bring it, but Bam's only one man, one person. You got everyone needing to buy in on the defensive end of the basketball court, and not often enough we see that, from the Miami Heat. That being said, I don't trust the Bulls as a favorite. I simply don't, and I certainly give, and this is no disrespect to Donovan. He's done a decent job given what's happened this year and some of the injuries, but I still have to give Spoelstra a bit of an edge. I'm on Miami in a couple of different ways. I decided I didn't want to tie up the money just on Miami plus the points. I went with a little first half at plus 1.5 on Miami because they have had good starts and bad second half performances here late in the regular season. So I think they do start strong. I didn't want to put it all in the full game. So I went with a little first half Miami, full game Miami at the 2.5 that you can get right now. A team total over 109.5 is what you can get with the Heat team total. I do believe they can score the basketball enough on this Chicago team, who, again, especially with Lonzo sitting, they're a worse defensive team. And I like this full game over, 219.5, 220, where this total is. So what I've got is basically one unit across all the Miami bets. First half, full game spread, and the team total over, and also one unit on just the full game total at 219.5, 220. So that's how I basically split up the amount and the units with the bets that I made there. So we've got Miami spread out across first half, full game, team total, along with Miami, Chicago, full game over.
I mean, I agree with a lot of what was said. I think Dutch doesn't, though.
Man, big shout out to our guy Chill Motherfucking Will in the building. Good to see you. RP. Got our guy Gold Jew, G Martinez, Casey. I see you. We got some real ones holding us down. Be sure to hit that like button like I'm hitting this plane of that WAP. Get you right where you need to be. Believe that. Let's see here. I disagree. I absolutely disagree. I disagree. I'm sorry, Bobano. I love you, bro. But I don't agree, bro. I just think, Skee started off with, they just seem like they're the better team. But I like Miami Sunday. I don't know. Why do you like Miami here? I just don't think they got one guy that can put the ball in the bucket in their hand and say, "Go get me a bucket." I mean, who is that? Is that Tyler Hero? I mean, Tyler Hero can shoot, but is that the guy you want with the ball in his hand, get you with the money on the line? I don't know what I'm saying. What do you got? You want Burke? You want Duncan Robinson? I mean, Wiggins? Get the fuck out of here. You got nobody. And you look at Chicago, you got Kobe White, you got Giddy, as our boy Bobano touched on it. Our boy Mr. Exotic has been eating off this guy. I mean, and then you got this rookie Matas, and then you got, I mean, shit, you got guys that can really get the job done. Any one of these guys can catch fire. Shit, they even got the little fucking Horton guy on the bench. I mean, they got some guys that you could feel comfortable, I think, with the ball in the hand. And you do not have one person, Terry Rozier. When I look at Miami, I don't see it. Not to mention, this isn't even really been a basketball team the entire fucking year. Jimmy fucked their whole world up. And I think Chicago is just better. They played 3 times this year. Chicago beat them all 3 times. I think ball in hand, they could get the guys off the dribble. Bobano touched on it. These guys can't defend on top of it. So they can't score unless there's somebody setting you up. And you can't defend the fucking ball. I don't know. This seems too easy for me with Chicago. I like a -1.5. Not the biggest bet for me because it's the Chicago motherfucking Bulls. But at the end of the day, we're fading the Miami Heat. And Chicago has proven this year on the court for 4 motherfucking quarters, 3 goddamn times, they're just better than the Miami Heat. Chicago Bulls -1.5. It's good money.
Gotta say, before I go to Wham Bam, and Dutch, I know you might have something to say back too, but I gotta say, man, I mean, out of both of these teams, who do you trust to get a stop more?
Right now, neither. I would have said Miami earlier in the year, but
I don't think they play team defense. I think they got Bam who could play defense, and I think Wiggins is a pretty solid one-on-one defender.
Davion Mitchell
over there. Yeah, okay, Davion Mitchell. I forget it. Well, he can't score, so you kind of wax him out. His defense is as good as bad as his offense. So
yeah, it cancels out. It cancels out.
That motherfucker, please shoot. Please.
Wham Bam.
Before you get to Wham, I forgot to mention it. Bam over points, Bam double-double, Josh Giddey triple-double. I like all 3, and Josh Giddey over points, rebounds, and assists. Those are the props I like there in this game.
But I know what a lot to like. Wham Bam. What are you looking at in this one?
This game is kind of tricky to me. I think this is not like a slam dunk either way. Both of these teams can get hot. You know what I mean? I think both of these teams can get hot. As much as you're saying like Tyler Hero could still get 40 points today. Like, you know what I mean? Like, or Duncan Robinson could get off and it could be annoying. You know what I mean? I think they can make it tricky. And they got big men down low. I think Khalil Ware and Bam, both of those guys are going to be pretty straight in this matchup against the Bulls. The Bulls ain't really crazy down low. It's fucking Vucevic. You know what I mean? We know how soft bro is. He ain't really out there doing too much. But yeah, man, I honestly, I'm really liking Miami here, bro. I think Miami gonna move on. It's more like a revenge type thing. They can't just let Jimmy Butler outshow them. He going crazy. They ain't about to just let that shit happen, bro. It's more a revenge side on them. And the Bulls, they're just gonna have to take this L. They wasn't supposed to be in this situation. They did what they were supposed to do this season. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. I feel like this is gonna be a Heat spot here. And I really thought y'all was gonna be on the Heat. I ain't gonna lie. I really thought I was just gonna be like, all right, slam dunk, it's the Heat. Because we should just know it's all about coaching. Coaching last night was so evident with the damn Grizzlies. The Grizzlies fought back. They had the talent. The coaching was dumb as hell. They had a 5 second
dumb stuff.
There's just dumb shit down the stretch, and it's all coaching there. So
we did say they didn't have a coach.
When we get down to the nitty gritty, we know what matters the most, and sometimes it just be like little things like that. This is a short number. I'm gonna get a coaching edge to the Heat. I like the Heat money line. It makes sense to me.
Heat money line for Wham.
I'm solo, huh?
We packing you out.
Solo smelling like polo.
I have 2. I gave 2 Bam props and 2 Giddey props.
Oh, and I like
it's not half the board.
Alec Burks over 1.5 threes.
Yeah.
Alec Burks over 1.5 threes plus 105. I like that look a lot. He's been doing that when he's playing a lot for this Heat team. I think he's going to be important for them to score those corner threes.
Kobe White, Tar Heel. We seen it last night with Cole Anthony. We're gonna see it again. Kobe White, baby. Let's go. Chicago.
All right, let's go to the next game, man. One more game on the slate we have to talk about tonight. That is the Mavs and the Kings. 5-point favorites as the opener. 5-point favorites right now. Sacramento. Total though, down as low as 10 points from the opener. As low, so I see 213 as the lowest. Malik Monk, the big name that'll miss for Sacramento. Dallas pretty much should have everybody out there. I'm gonna go to you first on this one, Dutch. It's your favorite team. Somehow still your favorite team. But I think, how can you lay with the Kings right now? Missing Malik Monk, can't trust him on defense. I mean, if anything, I think we can agree Dallas is the better defensive team. And I would argue, I don't think it's an argument. Dallas has the best player on the floor in this game. Can Dallas win? What you think, Dutch?
Yeah, man. I like the Mavericks a lot here. I like them a lot here. I got them at 4.5. You know, if you get to 5, get it. I mean, shit. I like the Mavericks a lot, though. You got a team that just got smacked around by 20 plus against the Sacramento team. Did not have AD on the court. And last time AD seen these motherfuckers, he was wearing purple and gold and dropped 36 on them. And if you watch Sacramento, what the fuck do they got for AD? I mean, over 25.5. Get the fuck out of here. 35 plus for my boy tonight. Over 25.5 points is on the card. It's official. AD will eat. Give me 35 minutes, AD. And we getting 35 plus. So just keep your ass on the court. I don't want to see no eye wins and no pain shit. I want to see AD full throttle. And I do believe we will see that. Lively, Gafford, big time bully basketball, man. Shit, take me back to the 90s, baby. Dallas Mavericks will be punking these boys from start to finish. Under 24.5 on Zach LaVine, too. Get your soft ass the fuck out of here. You're not doing it. You haven't went over 22 in 3 meetings versus Dallas. So you're not doing it when it's money time. Under 24.5 points. Zach LaVine will not touch that fucking number tonight. I want to see Exum out there for Dallas. I don't want to see Clay fucking slow and playing in the fucking sand ass. Now, if he's hitting his threes, we'll accept it. But if he's not hitting his three, put his ass on the bench, Jason Kidd. You guys are clearly not scared to make some fucking big decisions. So if you're going to do what you did, please sit Clay's ass on the bench. Put Dante Exum out there. He probably run the point better than anyone else you got if Dinwiddie ain't out there. So get Exum out there. And now you got a 6'5" point. Lanky is going to make this defense even more tougher to score on. That's what I want to see. I want to see Najee Marshall playing tough physical basketball. I want to see PJ. You know what I mean? I want to see physicalness, defense. I want to see them smacking the fucking backboard after they block their shit, when they rebound their shit for 4 quarters tonight. Dallas Mavericks physically win this basketball game. But give me the 4.5 just in case we got to fade that for gaziness. You know what I mean?
I get it. Wham Bam. Are you looking at this one from a side perspective? You looking at some props? What's the go-to here?
So, yeah, I'm right there with you. I think the AD being the best player on the floor, they will this game. Defensive alone, I think this is an under game as well. I think it's lockdown central for the Kings. The Kings got to be relying on their jump shots. Are they going to be lighting the beam? No. It's been a Pookie pipe this whole time, y'all. We've been trying to tell y'all every day. You know what I'm saying? Damn near all the time. They've been finding a way to be able to be consistent, though, sometimes. So throughout the season. So I do give them credit for that. But in this situation, it's a terrible matchup. AD definitely kills the Kings. As a Laker fan, I definitely know that for sure. And it's just based off of the matchup on the other side. Sabonis is great. He's good at what he does. He just doesn't equate to AD, and that's just what it is. So I like the Mavs +5. And AD props is probably where I'm not going to be looking at, because for some strange reason, they so quick to drop the props on live. Like, if you look at the live numbers right when the game starts, when the first quarter, if they don't really go off and have 10 points in the first quarter, they'll drop the number like by 5 points. So sometimes it's just a little bit best to wait around a little bit. But yeah, I'm not nothing really on the props here on this game, but I do like the +5 with the Mavericks.
What up, G? Hope all is good with you over there.
Salute.
Yeah, let's slide it to Babano. I mean, are you with us on the Mavs? Or how are you viewing this one?
We're all singing from the same songbook here with this Mavs and Kings game. Yeah, I like Dallas here +5. I don't know about winning the game. Maybe Sacramento pulls it out, but like I said, I'm not laying 5 with a team that I don't know if I'm going to get them defending for a full 4 quarters. You don't get that half the time from Sacramento. And I think it's a valid point that the best player that either roster has is Anthony Davis, and he plays for the Dallas Mavericks. That's important. And that leads right into what I like as far as props here. I like the PRA for Anthony Davis, 41.5. I like that. And again, we're betting more props now that we're into the play-in tournament and the playoffs. I think it's a good matchup here. And I also bet individually on its own, separate from that, 80 over 11.5 rebounds. Because I think the rebounds specifically, he's going to clean up and eat on the glass. And I think that's certainly something he's going to be able to take advantage of here in this game, be dominant on the boards. I don't think Sacramento's got a counter as far as the rebounding goes for Anthony Davis. So I think over 11.5 on the boards is good for AD in addition to the PRA in this game, like both of those props as well. I like Washington for Dallas. PJ Washington over 5.5 rebounds as well. I think he's got the potential to get involved as well from that standpoint throughout the course of this game. So those are some of the props I like for that game. Like I said, I'm going to dare the Sacramento team as far as not only the fact of being able to defend, because we know that's the one thing Dallas definitely has the advantage of over them, is the ability to defend. But I think in this matchup, too, you have to remember for the Sacramento Kings that this is, an interim head coach here in Doug Christie, who took over from Mike Brown during the season. And now you're going to ask him in these play-in, playoff spots to, have a team prepared, game plan wise, and this is a different animal from the regular season for someone that's just experiencing this as in a head coaching role for the very first time. So, and Jason Kidd's got his flaws. He's not my favorite head coach, but I certainly would give him a little bit of an X's and O's tactical advantage here going into this matchup as well. So, yeah, I like Dallas. I think Sacramento being tough to win this game at all, let alone win it by margin.
All right, good stuff, Babano. Man, 2 games soon. We'll have a lot more to talk about. My headphone just died too, so I'm gonna go ahead and we'll move it over to best bet. We did everything we need to do here. First up, like we always do, we'll go to.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to the chat, man. Bryce Miller, Ninja 13, Thomas Bow, Art P, Dan Kelly. I said Don Kelly. Dan Kelly. I'm tripping, Dan. Sorry, you, bro. Shout out to DK, man. Shout out to the people, man. Firefighter Dave. Shout out to the people, man. Justin. Shout out to you. AOD. Shout out to you. Best bet is the last play that we just talked about. Dallas Mavericks +5. I think the best player on the floor is AD. Take the better coach. Just like Babano said, I like both better coaches today. It's kind of the trend today. So I do like Jason Kidd over this interim coach. Take the Dallas Mavericks. They got their pieces back. Let's get to the money.
Babano, how do they get to the window?
Let's take that full game over. 219.5 is the best number right now with Miami and Chicago. I think this total looks a little bit light to me. Don't really trust either team on the defensive end of the court. And I think the over for me personally is a little bit stronger than the Miami opinion. So I will go with the over here. And the best bets have been rolling. Let's see if we can hit another one here. Miami, Chicago over 219.5 for best bet.
Good stuff. I still haven't made a bet in the NBA yet, so it's tough for me. On my earlier show, I gave a tennis play, and it was a +190 at 1. Right now, all I can say is I'm either betting Dallas or Miami or both. I like Babano's play too on the over, so I got decisions to make. I don't like to give best bets that I haven't made, but that's where I'm looking. Dutch, you last but not least, let them know what the freshest look of the day is and take us home.
This motherfucker talking tennis and shit. Well, congratulations on the plus 190. All right. Next time, can you bring a pray for the people in the association? It's money time. All right. Freshest look of the motherfucking day. My boy Wham Bam gave you the Mavs. I'm gonna tell you that's the best look on the board by a long motherfucking shot. But I will give you AD over 25.5 points. It's good money, man. We're gonna see vintage Brown tonight. 35, 15, maybe 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. Get the fuck out of here. It's easy for AD tonight in Sacramento. Believe it. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed, and let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.
You guys ready?
It's the plan, Bobby.
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always wing it.
We're gonna get killed. What you mean, we, white boy? You ready? Here we go.